Not lately.
Quite often, yeah. What, you don't get excited when something with hockey happens, Alex? Or,
I definitely don't get excited about hockey.
well,
I get
that's
excited about
because,
hockey, but there's no hockey going on. There's
Huh.
zero sports.
Oh gosh. I just noticed something.
well, you said you're never happy, so.
I'm always happy.
I'm never happy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. I didn't notice this.
Why
How
didn't
long
you?
has that been the case? How long has my screen been too big for this image? That seems alright. Just lock that in. Move this over. Now I've got to move everything about, see? Good thing I didn't play the opening yet. No. 2. Can I grab more than one of these at a time? Oh, good. I want them to move together. Yes. Is that alright? Grab topic 1 and go back a tick. Grab topics 2, 3, 4, and 5 and go right a tick. There we go. That should do it. Everything's bad. Everything's messed up. I have to make another new overlay.
What? Because the old one doesn't fit.
Yup. Made a new one for the D&D game, but I never made a new one for the podcast.
So you're not recording now, right?
Yeah, we're live, but like, we haven't done the
Oh.
It's a cold open.
yeah.
Well, I was going to grab chips and start munching
Chili.
real quick.
No, definitely don't do that.
Munchies.
System
Munch, 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 munch.
I will slap.
Malachi, you haven't played Fire Emblem, have you?
There we go.
The
And now
newest
there's
one.
Ash. Hello, Ash. Gah! So I put Fire Emblem up as one of the topics, so you get to talk about what fun you're having in it.
Ooh, yay. I'm not that far into it, but you talk about the mechanics of it. How? Because the last I played was Awakening, which was a while ago, so it's a bit different from that.
I don't think I've played any of the Fire Emblem games. I think the closest I ever got was I played, what was it called? Rising Sun? No. What was the game called? Golden Sun. Golden Sun.
Golden Sun.
I played
It's a lot of
Golden
fun.
Sun.
That was a Game Boy Advance game back when I was in, like 10th grade at high school.
Yeah.
Knee high to a grasshopper.
Well, I hadn't even played Final Fantasy at that point, so the whole turn-based battle system with multiple people that you control was something new to me, and so I really liked the animations for special powers and stuff. I remember when I finally got the main character to learn the ability Ragnarok, and it was just this giant sword that would fall out of the air and blow up the entire enemy side.
Yeah,
Doesn't seem fair.
I really like that game. I like the whole Jin system, where you can basically make your class based on how you moved your Jin around.
Some of
So
the Jin
That's
were cute, too.
alcohol.
they're pretty cool. Hunting little buggers down, and like you walk on a map, and you're like, "How the heck do I get over there and get you?"
Yeah, I remember that. You could see them, and you'd have to figure out how to collect them. Puzzle dungeons and such.
It's a really good. It was an enjoyable game.
You had to fight them to collect them, too, didn't you?
Sometimes. Yeah. No, you had to fight them to collect them. Yeah, it's like kind of show them your worth.
Show me what you got.
Do it.
Do it.
Show me the money. Show me the money.
Are you ready for the music, Alex?
Sure.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay.
I am pausing now.
Oh. Didn't work. It still didn't work.
Just say I don't hear any.
I was gonna say,
I have it low, but I should still hear something.
I don't have them mute this time. Just keeps yelling if you're doing that.
This is the Player 4 Podcast. Join us each week as we talk about video games, entertainment, and pop culture, and bring in guests from the Rooster Teeth community. Player 4 has entered the game. Hello and welcome. This is the Player 4 Podcast, and I am your host, Tristan, aka Chagrazier.
And I am also your host, Alex, aka Chaos Black 21.
And I'm Malachi, aka Sukikiba.
Malachi's not a host.
No.
What? No. It's too many words. Gosh.
Isn't this the problem that we went over in the D&D game the other day, that you needed to get better at using your words?
Maybe.
So, this is day one of lockdown for me. My office has slowly been emptying out of people since the start of this COVID-19 epidemic. And my team is sort of the very hands-on team that helps every other team function by doing stuff, lifting, moving, connecting things, building, designing, and printing stuff. So we had to be the last ones out of the building, basically. A couple of the people from my team were work from home on Monday and Tuesday. I am work from home Wednesday and Thursday, and then I'll be back in the office again on Friday. How's everybody else doing with the quarantine?
Oh, so you get to go back to the office then?
Yeah, we're on a cycle, so we're not 100% work from home because there's people that need us to be in the office, and there are things that we need to be in the office to do.
Interesting. I've never heard of something like that happening yet.
It's because not everything that we do can be done from home, and so we only have a couple people in the office at a time.
Yeah, and your stuff is like not very common either. Like it's not, your job isn't something that happens like in that many places, so it's going to be a little different.
Yeah. What about you guys? Especially, actually, Malachi, who works with the elderly.
Not just necessarily elderly. I work with people with cerebral palsy and developmental disabilities. So yeah, we have been almost having meetings daily to update the current situation, to update people to make sure that they know that we have a head of situation in our company yet, and what processes are changing and what things that OPWDD expects of us to do in this current time. So it's been pretty interesting. We have gloves, wipes, whatever we could have got, or we pooled all our resources of current stuff. Several of our places are locked down even for employees. So employees are being screened and will be turned away if they show any symptoms for
COVID-19.
Yeah. So they come into work, they get screened before they even enter the wings. No visitors are allowed at the moment.
How are they handling the fact that some people can have it and not have symptoms right away?
Minimizing traffic. Like if there's no need for someone to be in work, or there's no visitors, no vendors allowed in the buildings. So it's just minimizing traffic and just keeping a close eye on everyone.
I see.
So doing the best they can within reason. We are transporting any of our or the people we serve around. So our whole transportation system is actually being spread out to assist and also traffic supplies to our properties. So yeah, things are pretty intense. But we're handling it the best we can. Luckily, we haven't had any problems, and everything is going pretty smoothly so far.
Okay. And how are they handling, like, people getting paid if they can't be in the office?
That's being worked with as they go. I don't know really, because for us, I mainly know what's happening in my department. We really aren't stopping work for us. We're only going to houses for mainly emergency fixes or anything that's evasive work that won't be around a lot of people, won't be, getting in people's way. And we're doing our beginning of the spring season stuff. So we're outside picking up debris, getting our snow stuff taken care of, and taking care of a lot of things that we don't need to be around anyone to take care of. So for us, we're doing business as usual, other than when we have to respond to something. And we're wiping down our tools and being more clean for ourselves also.
How do you feel about that?
It's reasonable, It's something that's easily spread. It's luckily it's if we keep surfaces cleaned and make sure we don't sneeze or cough on anyone, or we don't get sneezed or coughed on. Hopefully we can just do our best to try to keep it out of our agency. To my understanding, it's the people that have weak immune systems that are at the highest risk. So we have to be considerate and make sure we stay clean so that we don't transmit it from someone that was careless.
How about you, Alex?
Well, I'm on the front lines.
Yeah, you're in the service industry.
In the the grocery / store industry, and specifically in the food area of the stores. So it's crazy hectic. Lots of people, everyone looking for toilet paper and eggs and bread and milk and canned goods, all general necessities. So that's it's been a little challenging, but it's I guess the unfortunate, like, I guess this is being bad to say, but at the same time, it's like it's been good for business. Um, like, haven't seen sales like this in my entire time here, but it's people kind of freaking out a little bit, and I mean, I think we should be cautious, but I don't think we should be as panic buying as a lot of people are.
I think in these cases, it is better to be overly cautious and overreact rather than to be undercautious and not react enough. I think it was said really well recently by someone. God, I wish I had the reference, but I'll try and find it and see if I can put it in the link. But there was a person making a speech. I believe it was to either a university or to one of the government offices, where they said people won't really notice the difference if we overreact and get ahead of this. They won't really be able to tell if there was too much, even if they think there was. But it will be very painfully obvious if not enough was done.
I mean, I agree. I'm more talking about, hey, let's buy up literally everything, even if we don't really need it, so that other people can have it. We just want it.
And I think that's an important point to make, is that there hasn't been any, or I should ask rather, have there been a lot of talks about like your store closing and discontinuing service during this?
No.
And so I think that people were expecting that, and so they all charged these places, thinking that they wouldn't have another chance. And I think that is causing more of a problem, because then you've got the place jammed to capacity with people in close quarters, which is going to be a breeding ground for the spread of this kind of virus. Really what people should do. So I guess I would agree with you in that, kind of chill.
I mean, yeah,
take it back.
What I've been like this whole time. It's just like, here's the CDC saying, hey, don't congregate, don't get in large groups, and then everyone's like, what? Buy everything? Let's all go to the store and do exactly what they're not saying us not to do.
Yeah. So I would say that that's actually not a bad thing to share, is to say, take it easy, go and get what you need when it's low traffic times. There will be low traffic times. Try and spread things out. Try and contribute to low traffic times by not just all rushing out at once, because you're only going to make things worse if you do that in every aspect.
And think about what you need beforehand, so that way you're in, get what you need, get out, and not just sitting there being like, well, maybe I need this, well, maybe I need that.
And definitely don't be those assholes in Tennessee who did buy up the entire stock of every store across their state for masks and cleaning supplies, and then tried to sell it to people at 800% profit or some ridiculous amount, because they got nabbed. They got a cease and desist order and had all of their product confiscated. So they're out a lot of money and are never making it back, and they deserve everything they get.
Karma.
Yeah.
I hate when people do that bullcrap gray market stuff.
So I work for Target, and Target just today started implementing. They are closing now at 9:00 every night.
Yeah.
But where they're still, like, the employees are staying there.
Mm-hmm.
like after it's closed to like do more
Sanitize.
cleaning,
Yep.
do more stocking and all that.
Yep. And all
And
that's
then
important to keep it all running.
every Wednesday now the first hour is strictly for people that like the elderly and people that are autoimmune compromised, so that they can shop more in peace and be able to get their stuff. So I like how they're doing that now. I know a lot of other store chains are implementing that same thing as well.
I know Wegmans has control or did hours to their 24-hour, and same with Walmart. Our Walmart run here is like 8 to 11, and Wegmans was 8 to 11. Walmart was like 8 to 10.
Yeah, I think so.
But yeah, like in bigger places, those reduction in hours are just to allow them to do the necessary stocking and cleaning. They're not closing. You're still going to be able to go and shop in the bigger places, at least. Bigger cities, bigger areas. So just chill. Stay at home. Avoid crowds. Don't go out unless you have to, because what we're trying to do is flatten the curve, which is, as you look at how these things progress, the number of cases increases exponentially until it hits the peak where pretty much everyone's got it, and then it begins to come down over time. But the problem is that peak is so high that nowhere in the country will there be medical personnel who can help the people who really need it. And so by flattening the curve, we're trying to make it so that at its highest, the peak is much lower. That is, number of cases at the same time. And so we've pretty much accepted the fate that at some point everybody's going to have had it, everybody's going to get it, but we're trying to make it so as few people at the same time have it.
Yeah, so it's going to lengthen the amount of time that all this goes through, but it's going to make it easier for hospitals and doctors and nurses to actually be able to treat it, rather than being like, well, we're out of beds, so we can't really take you anymore.
And also just be more hygienic. Make sure you're washing your hands a little more frequently, especially if you cough or sneeze. Make sure you're just being more respectful. And if you, the good thing is I've been doing is, like, if someone wants to shake my hand, I say, please forgive me. I do not wish to at this given time, considering the situation. But thank you for wanting to shake my hand. And
you use so many words to do it. I just laugh and point at them and walk away.
Yeah. And that's what I do. I just be respectful, be nice, be more conscious of your hygienes, and that will help. Every little bit helps.
That's another thing. Everyone's buying up all the sanitizer, which is great. Use sanitizer, but washing your hands does the same thing. And actually reality, I've heard in the past that washing your hands is actually better than sanitizer.
They have been saying that.
And also I've read something where when you rub in the sanitizer, you still have to rub in like the same amount of time that you're really supposed to wash your hands, which is 20 seconds. So what speed are you really doing with this that you think that sanitizer is faster?
I hope people aren't doing it for speed. I can speak a bit to this because we had training on this recently, OSHA training. And the fact of the matter, the reason that soap and water is better than hand sanitizer is because the fact that you're using running water and you're using the abrasive motion of rubbing your hands together is that you're removing the particulate dirt, which when you're using hand sanitizer without running water over it, you're using the alcohol-based disinfectant, which is killing a lot of germs, but it's not removing dirt and things that could still have it on it or inside it. It's just
moving it around.
Yeah, you're just moving it around. It's just not as good because of that. There is also the idea that soap, most soaps leave a residue on the skin that it still has the same chemical properties as a soap, and what that does is it disrupts the protein layer around bacteria and viruses and causes them to fall apart. Alcohol does the same thing, but it doesn't leave the residue, so you have a little bit of an extended protection by using soap and water because it leaves a little bit of residue on you. That's kind of the root of where all these arguments that alcohol hand sanitizers aren't as good. It's just that they're not as thorough. They are good. They are good. It's just...
Well, yeah, it's better than nothing.
Well, it's significantly better than nothing. It's significantly better than nothing.
But I prefer myself washing my hands over hand sanitizer.
Yes. Go and wash your hands as frequently as possible. If you don't have access to a sink at the moment, use hand sanitizer, and then get to a sink and wash your hands.
Yeah.
And stay inside. Don't try to go to work. Definitely don't go to work sick.
Unless you're essential.
No, unless if you're sick, like do not go in.
Well, yeah, no, not if you're sick. But I'm saying if you're essential personnel and you're not sick, then yes, you have to go in still.
And like I said, just don't shake people's hands. You can just be respectful, and just if you wish not to, don't.
No physical contact. Minimum 6 feet of space between you and anyone you work with is the recommendation. My building practice is 8 feet.
Someone said that it's even possible at...
You broke up at the number. What number?
I said number. I've heard someone say 15.
Okay.
Well, yeah,
I mean, more space is not worse. So use as much space. Use as much space as you feel comfortable with. Do not go less than 6 feet for extended periods of time.
Yeah.
Don't touch people. Don't.
If you need to know how wide 6 feet is, just print out a life-size copy of me, put it on the ground between you and the person, and that's 6 feet.
If you're standing on any part of Alex while doing this, you're too close.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's just just remember it's not complete airborne. It's particle based, so that's what you're being conscious of.
Yeah, and it's a respiratory thing, so breathing it in is a major vector for it to get in at you. Yes. So, again, coughing, sneezing, cover your face. Just don't go into work. Work with your...
So, yeah.
Talk to your HR.
COVID-19.
Yell at your HR. COVID-19. Now you have it from us. I'm working from home. Some other people are working from home.
I'm working
at work. I don't get to work from home. However... After tomorrow, I'm off for 4 days, and then I'm off, and then I work Tuesday, and then I'm off the rest of the week because I was originally taking vacation time because, to help the store with hours. This was before everything hit the fan, and we were like, well, we need to kind of step back on some hours. So I was like, okay, I'll take some vacation time because I have plenty of it, and then crap hit the fan, and now we have more hours than what we do with.
And yes, people with respiratory diseases already, like asthma, like myself and our friend Ash, we need to be extra careful about contact with people because we are more susceptible to contracting it and more likely to have a more severe case.
Actually, I did not hear that part recently, so that's good to know.
Yeah.
So be careful.
I've never had asthma, but I had bronchitis pretty severe in croup, which is a very mild case of asthma.
So be clean. Stay away from people. Don't touch. It's not a hoax. Stay in your houses. Help us keep the hospitals functioning. Because there will be people who have such severe cases that they need that healthcare, and we can't have those places clogged up.
Don't be an a-hole.
Don't freak out. Don't freak out.
Don't freak out.
calmly and respectfully.
But
Don't
do
be
not-
like those people on spring break, those youngins that are going down and partying
Florida?
on the beach. Yeah.
Yeah, that was bad. That was so bad.
I mean,
Be
it's
smart.
still bad. They're still down there.
Yeah, be smart. Don't do that. This is happening. It is real. Take precautions. Protect the people around you. The people on the highest risk for death are the 60 to 80-year-old category. So, the people in our age group, those are our parents and our grandparents and our aunts and uncles. Don't kill your parents and your grandparents.
That's the thing. You might not care about yourself, but
My
think
mom
about
is
the other people.
80.
Look, special case. Shut up.
Are we good on this topic now?
Oh, yeah, I'm good.
Okay. What's the next topic?
The next topic is games. Like Fire Emblem Three
Games.
Houses.
Fire Emblem Three Houses. I just got it.
Yeah, I know. I had to get you to stop playing it so that we could podcast.
I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
Yeah. My first Fire Emblem game was Fire Emblem Awakening, which was on the 3DS. And I've been wanting to get Three Houses, but first I needed to get a Switch, and I wasn't going to get a Switch until the newest Pokemon came out, Pokemon Sword and Shield. So now I got it, and I played Pokemon Sword and Shield, and so I was like, what game do I want to play next? I got it. Pokemon
Pokemon Go.
Pokemon Three Houses.
There you go. Poke House.
I mean, it kind of is. You got
to catch them all the students.
Recruiting the students to your house. But yeah, so it's very interesting.
Well, here's a question though, Alex. Have you ever played any of the other Fire Emblems before this?
Fire Emblem Awakening.
Just
I
Fire Emblem
just said that.
Oh.
I just said that was the first play before this.
Sorry, I missed it. My apologies.
It's
I watched
okay.
an Unraveled video that said there's 1 billion characters across Fire Emblem, and they're really hard to keep track of.
There are. I don't know all the characters.
Do you even know all the students you're trying to recruit?
Some of them.
I've played it all.
I know
except for Three
Edelgard.
Houses.
You know Edelgard. That's the only one that matters.
Right now, yes, that's the only one that matters.
Black Eagles.
Her and Dorothy.
I don't even know.
Or Dorothea. I think.
Yeah, Dorothea. Okay, now I know what you're talking about.
All right.
I'm like, Dorothy, I don't know a Dorothy. I know a Dorothea.
Yeah. So, Black Eagles. That's who I chose. Because I'm trying to woo Edelgard into swooning for me. There you go, Kristen.
Thank you.
I said it correctly this time.
You did. Don't swoon Edelgard into wooing for you.
It's interesting. So in Awakening, it was pretty much you do a battle, then you can have you can talk to your people a little bit, and then you just go to the next battle, and you just keep doing that.
Battle talk.
In Three Houses, now you're on a calendar, and there's set days that you can go and explore the monastery that you're at, that you're going being a professor at, or you can, and then there's days that you instruct the students and you increase their stats, and then there's times where you actually do mock battles and you do real battles. And so it's all, they added a whole bunch to it that I'm liking, but I'm still not used to yet.
Pretty much my entire take on this game boiled down to a single comic I saw on Twitter one day, and I have very little other interaction with the content of the game, and it was showing, the character you play, Byleth, and a bunch of other people, after showing another character out in the field falling in combat, and Byleth is just saying F, and one of the characters next to him says, "Are you doing the press F to show respect meme?" And Byleth says, "No, that's their grade. That was my student." And I don't know, that one tickled me a lot. And so that's like, when I think of Fire Emblem Three Houses, that comic is the first thing that comes to mind.
I haven't seen that comic, but that sounds hilarious. Yeah, my character's not called Byleth, though. He's named Chaos. I'm sorry.
Violet's a cool name, though.
It is a cool name, but if I get the chance to change my name, I'm going to change it to Chaos.
If I get the chance to change my name, I make it Mr. Fish.
Not Chaos Black?
No, just Chaos.
Is that because your house is black?
No. I don't even know I don't know how to go about that question.
He was trying to figure out why you're not using your entire username.
Yeah.
I mean, I always do that for any of my stuff. Well, except for Skyrim.
You weren't
Chaos when I name my character for Skyrim, I actually use
Raiken.
Yeah, I actually do use Raiken, and I actually use Lumos as well. So my character is Raiken Lumos.
Is the day his?
But yes, the day is always his. Much more than actual Raiken.
The day is only his when he rolls poorly.
Yep. But like on Pokemon, if you can name your character, and like Nintendo games, I pretty much usually do just Chaos. I did it for Awakening as well. I don't know, for some reason. Maybe it's because when people see my username in like real life, they just shorten it to Chaos anyways.
But it's Chaos Black 21 because Blackjack.
Yes, because Blackjack, and because that's the day of my birthday.
February
21.
1st?
No.
Damn it.
I knew you were going to say that, too.
Man can dream. Okay, January 2nd.
No, this is not Europe.
Damn it. Is it in June? The hell?
No, it's just the day. That has nothing to do with the month or the year. It's just the day.
Wait, is there a month with a black birthstone? Like Onyx?
I don't know.
I think I feel like Onyx is a...
I always forget what the birthstones are. I just know Amethyst because it's the only one that matters to me. But also, there's like 18 different sets of birthstones, depending on who you ask. So
Amethyst is the best.
Yee.
Purple for life.
Purple for life.
Let's see. I'm looking it up.
Like, I just pulled up one. There's no black stones in this one, but if you look at a different, like, here's birthstones.
This says December is supposed to be Onyx.
Yeah. The one I pulled up says that December is blue zircon, so, you know.
I've never even heard of blue zircon. I don't know what birthstone site you're looking at, but they're making stuff up because I've never even heard of that.
This one shows. I don't think this is the right. No, it's got to be the right order, I guess, because it shows Garnet as January and February is Amethyst. That's right. But then it says, okay, January, February, March, April, May, June, July. It says is Onyx, but it shows the Onyx is brown because that's what Onyxes look like. Says that December is Ruby. So, like, but this is my point. It's like, I don't know which one's the correct one anymore because there are so many. Like, I've got 4 of them in front of me that all say December is blue topaz, blue zircon, blue la-di-da. It's all blue.
Apparently, over time,
Tanzanite.
some of them changed.
Everything's, but it's just somebody. I think somebody new makes up a new set of stones all the time, and they only don't change the ones that are too popular for people to forget.
So I'm looking on Wikipedia, and it shows birthstones by time frame.
Oh.
And so you have like 15th to 20th century.
Nice.
And then U.S. 1912, U.S. 2019, and Britain 2013.
We just change it to whatever we feel like. Except for Amethyst. Amethyst is forever, apparently.
Apparently none of these though say Onyx as December.
Owned.
It does say on here 15th to 20th century July was
That's what I was
Onyx
just looking
and
at.
turquoise.
Yeah. Wait, turquoise? Mine only showed onyx.
Yeah, it was turquoise and
I don't
Onyx.
know how we got onto birthstones.
But then turquoise also shows up in December for US 1912.
Well, you know what? 1912 is like the year the Titanic sank, so did the calendar.
You know, we embrace the tangent here, Tristan.
It's true. It went from I named my character this to birthstones.
Oh, Zircon does show up in December for US 2019. So 2019 came along. They're just like, you know what? Let's make Zircon.
Because you can make zircon any color. It's a synthetic stone.
Oh, this is the tropical zodiac.
Oh, tropical. That's
The
exotic.
tropical zodiac has Onyx as July 23rd to August 22nd.
Bull. I hate it when they, like, become part of two different months. The Chinese zodiac did that where, like, part of my year was one animal and part of my year was another animal, and my birthday was, like, right at the tail end of one animal. It was, like, just barely in there.
That's what it's showing. Apparently, the tropical zodiac goes by the regular zodiac because it's showing the signs, and Pisces is 19th of February to March 20th.
I can't actually get mad at the Chinese zodiac for that one because they're using a lunar calendar, so of course it's not going to match up with our not lunar calendar.
So I'm just barely Pisces by 2 days.
Ah, you're a Pisces. I'm an Aquarius.
Otherwise, I'd be Aquarius.
We were almost Aquarians together, but instead,
Almost.
I get to be the water that you swim in.
You know, I like that, Tristan. We're such good friends. It makes sense. You let me thrive.
Oh goodness. I try. I want all my players to thrive and have cool characters, and I want all my friends to thrive and have cool lives. So don't die.
Alright, so continue. Is that all you wanted to say about the three houses there, Alex?
3 houses I really like. I'm trying to woo Edelgard. Second place right now is Dorothea. That is until maybe I can recruit some of the others into my house. Then we'll see what happens. But I'm looking forward to the fighting now more. Like, now that I've kind of done a couple battles.
Oh, I know why you want Dorothea.
Why?
She wears a lot of open blouses.
No, I think she looks pretty. And I like brown hair. Her brown hair, it's like so wavy.
Oh,
and
yeah, no.
like,
The brown hair and green eyes is definitely a
stylish.
selling point. And I find my eye is drawn to this image.
I have not seen this picture before. What? Where is this from?
The internet, probably part of the game, maybe.
It's probably after you've swooned her.
Probably.
Yeah, well, I like that hairstyle. It's very stylish.
I wish I had like a little laser pointer.
Why?
Nothing. No reason.
Tristan's just horny all the time, so that's the first place his eyes go.
Where? She's got some very nice buttons on that shirt.
Very nice buttons. Oh my gosh.
It was a
All
choice.
right. We have gone off the deep end here.
We have.
That's okay. I married a Manakite.
Let's just end that discussion with I'm liking the game so far. I like the new mechanics, and I can't wait to get deeper into it.
Also, Ash says they want you to send them the link to the wiki article you were reading about all the stones.
Uh-oh. I'm gonna have to find it then.
Just like reopen close tab or something.
Yeah. Pull.
I'll see. I did it on my phone.
What?
Recent tabs. There we go. Nope. For some reason, it's not on there.
I forgot one I played recently that, it's kind of cool. You get hooked up with one of the characters and you have children. And they come back from the future to help you.
I mean, not in Three Houses.
Not in Three Houses.
But in other Fire Emblem games.
Yeah. I married a dragon girl.
Yeah.
I made dragon kids.
I think that was the exact previous Fire Emblem game.
That was Awakening.
That's Awakening. Yeah. Awakening. That was fun. I made dragon kids. They're awesome.
There you go.
I didn't use the dragon people enough to actually develop a relationship with them, so
Weak.
I'm sorry, by the time that I came across them, my other people were freaking way stronger.
What are you talking about? It didn't take me that long to find one. It's like, ooh, dragon girl. Yes.
Not the way that I played. The way I played, I'm gonna kill every single enemy and boost my people up, and then they're gonna be just awesome.
Were you after the the frickin' dark girl like everyone else is? Taiji or whatever her name was. Everyone's freaking obsessed with her.
No. I ended up courting one of the more generic ladies. I can't remember her name because I haven't played the game in a while. I think she was another like brown-haired one. I can't remember her name though. I'd have to turn on my 3DS and go through it again. Did have a kid though.
Courting death with me right now. Alright, we're at 45 minutes, so I think we should wrap up by just saying we had episode 40 of Everybody Loves Raiken just the other day. It's now live on our YouTube channel. It starts off with an important discussion between players and GM where we all get on the same page about what we're looking for in the game and get to discuss things we like and things we want to see more or less of. So, like, if you're interested in that kind of how you keep groups going, how you keep everybody happy and working together, I think that is a good example of it. And then we still got into some more story at the tail end of that, and we'll continue on in episode 41 playing. Coolies.
Woo!
Alrighty. Let's get the flip out of here, Malachi.
Flip.
Thank you. Hashtag goodbye.
Goodbye.
Seriously, though, buttons.
Jeez.